I remember how it all started. We were just kids, but he was my dad. Me on skis, reluctantly actually, and my dad on his board. I remember wanting to be on a board just like him, but I knew I had to learn to ski first. We were two best friends ready to take on Vail Mountain when I was just two. I remember the chairlifts and the feeling of my heart beating out of my chest in fear that I was going to fall. Skiing through Jackrabbit Alley with my edgy wedgies, unconsciously remembering pizza versus french fries. This new world was so exciting, and all I wanted to do was everything. I fast forward through time, and all of a sudden I am 13. My dad kissing me on the forehead and giving me a big hug right before I'm leaving. As I get into the van for the first time with my team, I had to mentally prepare for the 23-hour drive. It was my second trip out there for the summer, but no matter how often we have been, the undeniable beauty of the mountain never changes. Skiing on the glacier is like no other. The weather is always changing and the snow always so buttery. We skied in trash bags some days, avoiding the torrential rain, and other days we coated ourselves in sunscreen to avoid the tense sunburns. We always skied the airbag and skated around the Wendell skate park after we got off the mountain. The sound of the turf scraping up our skis and the loud vacuum sound of the bag, those are sounds that always reminded me of Hood. The smell of the fresh wax dripping onto our skis, all the shrivels of wax coating the floor, the intense gasoline smell from the dated cats, and the sulfur, that is the smell of a hot summer day on Mount Hood. We skied long days and had even longer nights, out watching the stars so crisp and clear floating in the sky. Throughout the years, Hood became our summer destination and my favorite place. My dad was unable to make most of our travels, but being at Mount Hood brought me joy and always reminded me of him. Mount Hood became one of the things I found comfort and peace in throughout all my traveling. Our seasons were packed with competitions all over. We skied anywhere from Colorado and Canada to even New Zealand. Even though our competitions changed and our schedules were always moving depending on our rankings, we always knew that we would find ourselves at Hood in mid-June. Hood was the one trip that really pushed us and brought everyone together as a team. And most importantly, no matter where I was, I always knew I had my dad supporting me. No matter how old I got, my dad has always been my best friend. With all of my challenges skiing and with rehab, I knew he would always be by my side. We bonded over our love for this sport, and that is something I know will never leave us. There is no way to say that I would have been able to come this far without his support.